Hey guys, welcome to the channel. If this is your first time here, if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. In today's tutorial, we are going to be learning how to cut this off the shoulder smoke top. This top is actually giving me these happy chills all over and I'm so loving it. You're allowed to show a little bit of skin and still look this beautiful. If this is something you like to learn, guys, then stick with me till the end of this video. The first step is to impute our horizontal measurement starting from our breast point to the under bust to the half length to the hip measurement. After imputing it, you connect the lines like this. The next step is to extend the line to the other edge of the pattern paper like this. After extending the lines, you label each part. That's your breast point, your underbust, your half length, and your hip measurements. The beginning part, I took about 5 inches allowance, which was labeled as you can see. That will give enough room for the smoking effect of the top. Then the next step is to measure our shoulder measurement. If we were to be cutting a normal top, we'll be coming down from the shoulder measurement by 1.5 inch to connect it down to the edge of the shoulder to get a slanty shape. But that's not the case. This is an off shoulder smoke top. So from the shoulder measure, I came down by about 8 inches to get my armhole measurement. I'm cross-checking each measurement to see if they are correct. Now I'm going to impute my round bust measurement, my under bust measurement, my waistline measurement, and my hip line measurement like this. After imputing it, I'll connect each lines together. After connecting the lines, I'm going to be adding about 2 inches allowance. This 2 inches we're adding is going to allow us to have room to sew the fabric and still breathe comfortably in the fabric. After connecting each lines like this, the next step is to go in by 1 inch to get our armhole curve. After doing that, to connect it like this, you come in by about half an inch from that armhole. Then from the shoulder point, you're going to be coming down by 4 inches to get that off the shoulder effect. After doing that, the next step is to cut the unwanted part out. For the sleeve, we are still going to be taking horizontal measurement of about 5 inches, just like the way we did for the top. Then we'll connect each lines like this. Then we'll label it. We'll come down by about 5 inches to get our armhole for the sleeve part. Then we'll use our free hand to connect the measurement. I took about 9 inches for that slant. Then you input your bicep measurement, your sleeve length measurement, then your round mid arm. Then you connect each line like this. For the hem measurement of the sleeve, we added about 1.5 inch at the side of the sleeve like this. Then we connected it. After doing that, for the sleeve hem measurement, I added about 1.5 inches to enable me fold the sleeve twice and still have room. After doing that, we cut like this. To get that off the shoulder part for the sleeve, we are going to be measuring about 4 inches downward, just like the way we did for the body of the top. We'll come down by 4 inch like this. Then we connect each lines and cut. After doing that, we use the pattern to cut out the fabric. If you use a pattern paper to cut a fabric, you see that there will be no too much waste. You will not waste your fabric too much. But if you're cutting freely, there might be a little bit of waste. We're going to be repeating the same thing for the sleeve. We use the pattern to cut out the sleeve on the fabric. Then we are done. At this point, you're going to be leaving 1/2 inch round the edges of the armhole like this. Do the same process on the other armhole. After doing that, from the 1/2 inch point, we'll run it down to the other 1/2 inch point until we get to the upper part of the sleeve where we double folded. You repeat the same process for both the left and the right. After doing that, you double fold the edges of the sleeve, leaving about 1/2 inch at the armhole point for both sides. Then you draw different lines on the sleeve. The next part is to finish the bodice. After finishing the bodice, you cut out the excess elastic thread. After doing that, you cross-check the 1/2 inch allowance you left on the armhole. After doing that, you start drawing the elastic on the sleeve too. At this point, we've already double folded the edges of the upper part of the sleeve and the hemline. After doing that, we'll start using our elastic to run down on each lines that we've created until we've gotten to the upper part of the sleeve. After doing that, this is what it looks like. Don't forget that we'll repeat the same process at the armhole part of the sleeve also, leaving 1/2 inch on both sides. After doing that, this is the result of it. We'll join the edges. It is now this open space that we're going to join to the body of the bodice. At this point, we'll join the other edge of the bodice like this. After doing that, we attach our sleeve to the bodice, joining the center part of the armhole to the center part of the bodice, matching them together, right side facing each other. Make sure you use your pins to secure it, joining center to center and edges to edges in order for you not to miss any spot. After doing that round from the one edge to another, the next part is to take it to your sewing machine and stitch it down. After stitching from one edge to the other, this is how it looks. Our top is ready. Isn't it looking very beautiful? Isn't it very lovely? This is the final look, guys. If you know you enjoyed this tutorial, then don't forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on the post notification bell so you get more updates. Until next time, bye guys. Mwah.